Hello everyone. This reading is for earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. If that's you, you're in the right place. I also urge you to check your moon and your rising signs. If you don't know your moon and your rising, just go over to cafeastrology.com and look for the free natal chart option. Put in your info and voila, they will produce your natal chart for you and give you all the deets on you. So earth signs, let's see what December 2019 has in store for you. We are the first 3 weeks of December in Sagittarius season, which started back at the end of November, and then the final week is Capricorn season. So you're in your element of Earth the final week of December, Capricorns, Taurus, and Virgo. And remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. As we take a look at your December 2019 earth signs. Okay. Card number 1. Justice. Into the Page of Cups. Into the 5 of Cups. Into the King of Swords. Into the 7 of Swords, into the 4 of Wands, into the 9 of Wands, and ending the month with the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, earth signs, let's take a look here. Your first card is Justice. So you're really beginning the month of December feeling very balanced. Like November went really well. Or, November's energy lent to you coming into December feeling very balanced, Justice is telling me, or a strong call to come into balance and really focusing on that and what that looks like for you at this point in your year and in your life. And then we have the Page of Cups to finish the first week of December for you earth signs. The Page of Cups is saying that some things are going to come up for you that are going to be a little bit more of an emotional matter, which is interesting because I'm going to jump to the beginning of the third week here because I think that these cards are very relevant. One coming after the other is, so the Page of Cups at the end of the first week of December for you earth signs, there is going to be some things that come up that really start to scratch the surface of your emotional world, because cups represent our emotions, water. Things are going to come to the surface. As you can see, there's water rising behind the Page of Cups, and there's going to be something, some message, some information, says this bird, that something is going to really hit you in your emotions at the end of the second week, earth signs, okay? And I really see that you hold it together through the end of the first week, but as the second or the third, as your third card with the 5 of Cups showing up, it's the beginning of your second week of December, earth signs. I have a feeling that whatever shows up, or the emotional things that are triggered for you at the end of the second week are going to maybe put you into some old emotional patterns, or even some depression or anxiety or some fear coming up with the 5 of Cups in the beginning of the second week. But I'm really hearing like not to worry, just to let these things process and to be really real with yourself and about how you're feeling. And if you're feeling down and if you're feeling sad, that's okay. We are full spectrum beings. We are meant to experience everything from extreme joy to extreme sadness. And if you find yourself in this sadness, the beginning of the second week, just know it's part of your spectrum and it's okay, and to allow yourself to process what's coming forward for you and to be really honest and to be very real with yourself. As Sagittarius season, the element of fire, it can really spread from something, like I said, that was really small that happened at the end of the first week, that kind of pushes you or ignites into a deeper sense of sadness or some lower vibration emotions that are here for you to process and that are here for you to be very honest with yourself. Because let's be real, these feelings are where some of us do our best work and where some of us really understand ourselves on this level that something is out of balance, and we really begin to explore. And being sad just opens our vulnerability sometimes. So this could just also be a big clearing that's coming for you emotionally between the end of the first week of December and to the beginning of the second week of December. But by the end of that second week, earth signs, so Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, I feel like you're going to be back in action. It's just this time for you to experience this and be really gentle with yourself. Try not to be hard on yourself. Just let yourself process whatever it is that you need to process at this time. Maybe it's a relationship that didn't work out. Maybe it's a job that didn't work out. Maybe it's stuff with your family, whatever that looks like. Maybe things with your peers or your coworkers. It can come out in so many different ways, but just allow yourself the release, because I see you taking very swift action after this, earth signs, and moving powerfully. Like this, whatever this was really holding you back, and it's okay to process it and release it and to feel. It's okay to feel, even if it's hurt, even if it's depression. It's part of being a human. And so just know that it's short-lived and you move pretty quickly through it and on to the next, earth signs, by the end of the second week of December. So the beginning of the third week is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords for the beginning of the third week, earth signs, is telling me that you are going to really need to pay attention to who's around you and who you're sharing space with and who you might feel like just taking notice of, maybe who's not going to come into 2020 with you. This is just really important for you, earth signs, because you have such big hearts. You're such givers. And I would normally say that this card represents that you need to give, but I already feel, earth signs, that you give so much of yourselves already. It's time for you to understand boundaries and who's crossing them and who might not be, like I said, coming into 2020 with you. But no action necessary. This is just for you to notice and for you to really start to understand your boundaries, and if people cross them, and that you don't have to give to everyone, okay? It's actually better for you to focus on yourself and to take care of yourself at this time, as you just came through something maybe more emotionally heavy. And so if you find yourself around people that don't really support you or understand that, or understand your boundaries or your sensitivities, it's just for you, it's just information for you to take notice of and to understand just who you might have processed through already. But by the end of that week, I feel like you're going to be ready for celebration. And this is really very appropriately timed, because as we go into the end of the third week of December. We're around holiday seasons. We're going to be getting together with friends and loved ones. And really thinking about 2019 and the things that you have found to be influential and inspirational to you, and the things that you do want to take into 2020 with you. So the couple of days at the beginning of that week is about what you want to shed and what you want to release. And the end of that week, it's going to be, what do you really want to pursue more, and what inspires you, and what you want to bring into 2020. Okay, Earth signs? And also, okay, so I feel like that's also in your emotional and your social worlds. And then by the end, or the beginning of the fourth week, now we're fully in Capricorn season, which is Earth. We have the 9 of Wands. So this is a really great time for you to evaluate where you feel overworked and where you feel like people are not respecting your boundaries at work. So I feel like this was respecting your boundaries in romance or in relationships or social situations. This one is going to be about work and where you feel overworked or taken advantage of at work, and just really evaluating that. So you can speak your truth and express yourself in a way that's like, I need a break. And a lot of you probably will be taking a break, because this is actually going to be right around the holiday season. You're going to have some time off, and you're going to have some time to reflect on what work boundaries look like for you. Even if you work for yourself, maybe you push yourself too hard sometimes. Maybe you need to focus on your work-life balance. But wherever you feel like your work boundaries or what you're doing for work is not in alignment with you. And I feel like there's going to be an opportunity that comes up in the next month for you to be able to speak your truth and to share your truth. This is the time for you to just really think about it and to get organized within your own thoughts and your own feelings, and to recognize where it is that you feel like your boundaries have been crossed. Okay, so your final card, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, my beautiful earth signs, for the month of December is the 9 of Pentacles. And this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. She's so lovely, and she's so happy, and she's so prosperous and abundant. But the thing that I love about the 9 of Pentacles is that she's super grateful and humble and happy to be exactly where she is in the moment. So this is what's coming for you at the end of the month. Even though December looks like it's taken some twists and some turns for you, and you have a lot to process at some points in the month, by the end of the month, you're going to feel really happy and really joyful at what you've been able to accomplish this year, and you're going to feel really abundant. And also, the 26th of December, we have a solar eclipse happening, which solar eclipses are great because they really open up the energy of abundance and attraction and manifesting and creating your reality. So the 9 of Coins is telling me that this is going to be a really great time for you, earth signs, to really manifest and attract what it is that you would like into your reality. This is a great time to put out there what you would like to see come to fruition in your life. So this is perfect for right around the holidays and into the 1st of January, and you're in your element of earth, and you have this beautiful opening of prosperity coming to you at the end of the month. So hold on. Try not to, like, we started the month off, you started the month off with balance, and this is really going to be, it looks like an overarching theme for you as I've gone through the whole thing, earth signs, about really what it's going to take to bring balance into your reality, whether that's in your emotional world. Like I said, with the Page of Cups, you're going to have something that might spark some emotions, and then carry that into the beginning of the second week with some lower vibrational emotions coming forward, but it's just for you to process, it's just for you to release, and it's time for you to let go. And let go you do, says the Knight of Swords. It's not going to get you down for too long, but allow yourself the emotional release, because right after that, at the end of the second week, Earth signs, you just take off once again. But also, says the Seven of Swords, watch your boundaries in your romantic and in your personal relationships, okay? But there is going to be cause to celebrate. Have fun this month too, says the Four of Wands at the end of the third week of December. Allow yourself to, let loose, enjoy friends and family, office parties, work parties, whatever that looks like for you this month, especially at the end of the third week of December. And really thinking about, with the Seven of Swords, what is not going to come with you into 2020. And then at the end with the Four of Wands, what is going to come with you into 2020. And then before the year's quite over, you are going to need to understand your work boundaries and how you might want to readjust your work life for the year to come. But also get ready, because you have abundance and prosperity and gratitude coming for you at the end of the month, Earth signs, okay? So thank you all for joining me. And if you would like a reading to see my videos on Patreon, I do readings for each specific zodiac sign. And I've included that link just below this video in the comments here. And if you would like a one-on-one reading just for you, that's all you, feel free to reach out through my website at www.tarotbymegan.com, and that's TAROTBYMEGAN.com, and request a reading. Send me an email. I have a contact section. I'd love to hear from you, and I would love to book you a reading for this new year that's coming, or if you have any questions, I'm happy to be at your service. And if you don't already, just hit subscribe and become my subscriber on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate it. So Earth signs, that's your reading for December 2019, and I will see you in 2020. Thanks for joining me.